Hello everyone, thanks for joining, and as always don't forget to like and subscribe. So I want to get straight to it today. We're going to talk about the sadness. Well, where to start? Well, this movie was brand new to me, and after finally subscribing to Shudder, I was scrolling around trying to find something a little bit different. I don't know how you feel about this, but recently I've been really bored with the current crop of horror movies. I've talked about this before actually. There are either haunting movies or slasher films or crazy maniacs or alone in the wilderness or the jump scare kind of thing. Now I love horror, and I really do think though the best ones always bring something different to the table, or they tend to explore themes that you don't usually associate with the genre. I think Get Out and Dawn of the Dead are prime examples of this. I've also generally found that horror movies made in the Far East generally have a bit more to say. Now the question is, will the sadness match up to any of my expectations? So let's explore the plot. So it starts with medical experts and government officials in Taiwan arguing around this new Alvin virus. It's a virus that's responsible for the infection that's similar to the flu. The government has refused to take any large-scale measures to prevent the transmission, and many ordinary people doubt even the virus exists at all. Sounds familiar? Now, so far, so predictable. And as you can guess, Taiwan quickly succumbs to the pandemic, and this virus transformed peaceful citizens into bloodthirsty maniacs. The story itself centres on a young couple who must battle their way through all the carnage and violence to be reunited before they too become infected. There's nothing new here. Infected zombies, a young couple, so far so obvious. But is this a straight out gore fest, more of which later, or does it have more to say? Well, the virus isn't just your classic I want to eat your brains common garden variety, but it also causes people to act out their most base and primal violent and sexual urges that ultimately turn them into extreme sexual and violent sadists. Now that's a bit of a new spin on the genre. So I was watching this movie trying to tease out the themes. Then it occurred to me, the film kind of stands out actually for one giant reason. And that reason is there is no underlying or overarching message it's trying to deliver. I think to me the film's first time director, Canadian Rob Jabaz, has one goal in mind, and that's shock and awe. That being said, RogerErbert.com argues that the black eye monsters in the sadness also bring out the worst in everybody around them. And the infected do not have any kind of distinct character, because while the virus mutates to humanity, it doesn't really transform them, because they're already ugly. And everyone in the sadness is an unsettling moment or two of unsettling character testing weakness. So the argument here is saying that the film is shining the spotlight on our worst instincts. Yeah, I think there's elements of that, but I don't really think that's the heart of the film. To me, this is about gore, sadism, and then some more gore. Now, I think if you read anything too deep into this, I think that'd be a bit misplaced. So there's no real plot here, certainly no character development, and to be frank, there's no one you're really rooting for. What I think the film really does achieve though is the visceral element. It sets out to be a gore fest and it really delivers on that goal, to the point where I actually had to look away, and that's a first for me. I thought the train scene really took it up to 11, and it doesn't let up, and it is truly relentless. The camera never looks away, even though I did. From an FX point of view, the film is flawless. Well, to be fair, it has to be, or it just wouldn't work at all. Now, the whole sexual violent element of the film for me was a bit much, actually. And it kind of felt that this was just added for pure shock value. And frankly, it was both unnecessary and exploitative. And I've read lots of other reviews where people found it kind of ruined the movie for them, and I really understand why. I do think the tagline of the poster is correct. It is the most depraved and violent horror movie out there, but alone that doesn't really make a great movie. To sum it up, yes, I liked it, I just didn't love it. A stronger story and better characters, slightly less sexual violence, and I think the film would have been all the better for it. Would I watch it again? I don't think I would. I kind of get the point. It does what it does really well. I'm just not sure it does what it does really well was for me. And frankly, it's not Train to Busan. It's 3 out of 5. As always, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you like what I do, and let's see if we can boost this channel. If you have any thoughts on this film, please either leave it in the comments or email me directly. My email address will be in the description. I'd love to know your thoughts, and perhaps we could do a follow-up video about everyone else's feelings on this. That's all from me. Thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.